This is Newsday TV. The show must go on. Despite steady showers, New Yorkers made their way to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this morning. It's Thursday, November 28th. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Good evening and happy Thanksgiving. More on the parade in a moment. First, a fatal stabbing shocking a community in Dix Hills. 51-year-old Diana Becatoros of Queens was arraigned on second-degree murder charges today in Central Islip. Suffolk police say she stabbed her mother, Josephine Becatoros, to death last night. Police discovered the mother after responding to a 911 call of a stabbing at a home on Carmen Court. The daughter has pleaded not guilty and is being held without bail. Hefty administrative fees on red light cameras on the island are illegal. A state appellate court made the ruling yesterday. The state sets red light camera violations at $50 each, with a maximum late fee of $25. On the island, fees reached as high as $100. The county's state Supreme Court must now determine how much money counties owe. It's a bittersweet Thanksgiving as a Port Jefferson bakery closed its doors. Port Jeff Pie Co. and Bakery baked up its last treats yesterday. The shop served pies, cookies, and cakes and donuts since 2019. The owner blamed slowing sales, saying business has declined 30% since 2022. Dozens of pro-Palestinian protesters briefly disrupted the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade today, leading to multiple arrests. But despite disruption and showers, the show went on. The rain didn't stop thousands of parade goers from flocking to Manhattan, where they got a view of rain-soaked Snoopy, Bluey, and of course the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I love, because I'm with my best friend and we ate dinner, and I love the big floats and all the things like the Minions.
There are also performances from artists like Jennifer Hudson and T-Pain. Thanksgiving Day also means football, of course. Earlier today, the Detroit Lions won their matchup against my hometown, the Chicago Bears, 23-20. That was a tough one to watch. Well, the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers face off in Wisconsin. Should be a good game. Feeding the needy this Thanksgiving. Andrew Enger was in Lindenhurst with the story you'll see only in Newsday.
With a spoonful of gratitude and lots of love, more than 100 Long Islanders giving back this Thanksgiving to those who might not have a bounty on their table.
7 right now.
Peter Hilber has been volunteering with the Christian Life Center Church for more than 15 years on Thanksgiving morning. Today, he packed meals with all the trimmings at the VFW Hall in Lindenhurst before joining his family. He says he'd have it no other way.
This is your tradition, isn't it?
Yeah. This is my new Thanksgiving. Ever since I became a follower, this is my Thanksgiving.
Pastor Terrence Day says chefs started at dawn to make more than 2,200 meals. A need, he says, that just keeps on growing.
Every year that the need goes up, though the cost of a Thanksgiving meal has slightly decreased, but families are still are feeling the food insecurity.
Though most of these meals were delivered to charitable organizations or homeless shelters across Long Island, some were individually delivered to those who just couldn't get out today.
Happy Thanksgiving from Halo.
Lori Garrido and her 90-year-old mother are both disabled and couldn't easily get out of their Deer Park home. So this meal meant the world to them.
We're just doing the best we can, so we weren't able to cook this year.
Driver Sabrina Lamore from the Halo Network says she'll be busy all day dropping off meals.
We have families that are homebound. They don't have any resources, so I'm here. I'll hold it.
Back at the VFW Hall, volunteers like Gina Leineck packed more meals. In 2005, she lost her young daughter in a boating accident and then fell on hard times. She says she always wants to help her community, especially on days like Thanksgiving.
And the more people we could get together and give back, this world would be a better place.
In Lindenhurst, Andrew Enger, Newsday TV.
A great way to give back on Thanksgiving. Thank you, Andrew. Read more stories like this on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Here's what's up on Long Island. Leftover turkey trail trot. Make your way through scenic trails for a 5K. You'll also get some turkey trot swag and treats from All Round Foods. It's Saturday, rain or shine, at Bethpage State Park. Learn how to identify owls and their calls with a wildlife biologist at the Vanderbilt Museum's Owl Prowl. It all happens tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. in Centerport. See the Beach Boys on Long Island. Their endless summer gold tour stops at the Paramount in Huntington on Sunday. For mission info and more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Checking out your hyperlocal Thanksgiving Day forecast. After seeing showers for most of the day, we're in for a dry and mostly cloudy night. Here's your day planner. Showers tonight, highs in the 30s, and tomorrow mostly sunny. We climb back into the upper 40s. And here's an even closer look at your Black Friday forecast. And here's a look at your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching.
I'm thankful for my family, my friends, my good health.
We say grace before the meal and we just enjoy good company.
Here at Long Island Cares, it is our goal to make sure that all families that are in need get a healthy meal.
Grateful, giving back, and gathering with friends and family for a feast. Long Islanders are celebrating Thanksgiving in so many ways. Here at Long Island Cares in Hauppauge, giving is underway every day. Volunteers are busy collecting and distributing food to Long Islanders in need. And food is a big need here on Long Island. Over 220,000 Long Islanders are food insecure, and that includes over 65,000 children. So we are so grateful to so many who are so generous, give back, and help fill that great need. Newsday TV's Virginia Huey has a heartwarming story of giving and gratitude.
I'm blessed to be here.
This Thanksgiving, Kenneth Spaeth of Bayport is grateful for a second chance at life. A year ago, the retired NYPD detective and 9/11 first responder was gravely ill with stage 4 kidney disease.
I was pale, very pale, and I was feeling real bad.
Last November, doctors told Spaeth he needed a new kidney to survive.
I was scared.
Spaeth faced a minimum 5-year wait on the organ donor registry list and dialysis.
I didn't want him to go down that road. So I'm like, we're not waiting.
In March, Spaeth's wife, Nichelle, put out a plea on social media for a donor. She rallied friends and law enforcement groups to share her page.
Kept sharing every day. I would get up, share. It was like it took over my life.
One of those shares caught the attention of Marixie Mora as she was dealing with her own personal tragedy. Her husband, Mark Stoughton, a Yaphank volunteer firefighter, was on life support after suffering a massive heart attack at their Middle Island home on May 19th.
And I miss him every day.
Maura knew her husband would want to give the gift of life to a fellow first responder. She and her sister-in-law, Erica Quarta, decided to donate a kidney to Spaeth after blood tests showed the two men were a match.
Right away, we all kind of looked at each other and said, this is what he would want. He was always giving, he was always kind.
They say from every bad, there's a good. So if we're going through something so bad, let's see the good in it, let's do the good from it. Let's save another life.
Hours after Stoughton died on May 28th, Spaeth received his healthy kidney in a successful transplant operation at North Shore University Hospital. The gift of life gave a grieving family solace and another hope.
I know that he's out there, he's still saving people, doing good for others, just like he used to do here when he was here on earth with us. That brings me a lot of joy. It gives me a lot of tranquility.
Spaeth says he'd like to meet Maura someday to thank her in person. Until then, he wants to send a message to her.
Mark, you saved my life. I got to honor two families now. My family and their family. So I'll always keep that in my heart and, do the right thing.
For NewsdayTV, I'm Virginia Huey.
This is the sorting area. Volunteers are sorting canned and boxed items to make sure all Long Islanders have food on their table. Pumpkin, gravy, Thanksgiving is all about tradition. So let's take it back in time. Our Danielle Campbell has the story of Long Island's first Thanksgiving.
Often the past has ties to the future, proven by this discovery, written so simply and yet speaks volumes. Here in the bustling seaport of Oyster Bay, in the British colony of New York, a schoolmaster takes quill to parchment and writes in his journal what is believed to be the first historic record of a Thanksgiving celebration on Long Island.
We're talking about a very early Thanksgiving celebration. We do have here in our collection at Raynham Hall Museum the Diary of Zachariah Weeks.
The entry, written in November of 1759, was discovered by educators here at Raynham Hall Museum in the journal kept by Zachariah Weeks, who was Oyster Bay's schoolmaster at the time.
The entry was from Sunday, November 25th, and it reads in part, "Last Thursday being a day set apart by our governor for public Thanksgiving for the success of His Majesty's forces in America."
The success the schoolmaster mentions is in reference to the French and Indian War. The conflict had taken its toll on British forces, but in 1759, a decisive victory had been won.
So we know that in New York colonies, spirits would have been pretty high at this point with the recent successes in battle that the British had had. And we think that it would have been sort of an opportunity to go to church and to be thankful to God.
But after church, there was sure to be some type of meal.
We do think that it would have involved some good eating though, but period appropriate. Seafood definitely would have been on the menu.
Historic cook Diane Schwint agrees. Schwint, who loves stirring up history, demonstrates colonial cooking in the 1659 kitchen of the Ketchum Inn, located in Center Mauritius. She says a Thanksgiving meal in 1759 would have been served here. However,
turkey would not have been on the dining room table, but possibly eel. And eel was a staple here in early America, especially here on Long Island. You would have fish, you'd have venison, rabbit, maybe even squirrel. Some of the old cookbooks have squirrel in them.
So if eel and squirrel is not your thing, maybe this year give thanks you're not celebrating Thanksgiving in 1759.
This would be pretty much what you would have at your table, and you would give thanks.
Danielle Campbell for NewsdayTV.
Thankful for my family, my job, and of course my friends, can't forget them, and what else? My health.
Celebrate with family, being off of work, eating traditional Thanksgiving, having joyful laughing, talking, and friends and family.
What is Thanksgiving without turkey? And there are a whole lot of them here in this very large and very cold turkey freezer. So how many turkeys are we talking?
Right, so this year we received over 7,000 turkeys through purchasing and donations. And our plan is to feed over 20,000 families on Thanksgiving.
So every turkey in here will be going to a family right here on Long Island.
Right. This freezer will be empty by Thanksgiving.
And then we got to restock it.
Yes.
So let's keep talking turkeys. Ken Buffa takes us to a local farm that prides itself on helping families put fresh turkeys on their table.
In Calverton, there's a place where you can't talk turkey without talking tradition.
It's a good life, man. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mark Malowski, grandson of Will Malowski, is a poultry farmer who runs his 30-acre business that started nearly 80 years ago.
So we have 4 pens each. Each pen is full of turkeys of different sizes.
Some turkeys are big, some growing, and most are very curious about our cameras. Nowadays, the days leading up to Thanksgiving, the tradition of keeping busy is very much alive.
We'll sell about 500, 600 per day up until Thanksgiving.
So as you heard, they're selling thousands of turkeys, and they're not going to a store. You're not gonna find them on a shelf like a ShopRite or a Stop and Shop. There's only one shelf where you'll find these birds, and that's in there, that store at the front of the farm.
Customers who walk in quickly realize here, birds reign supreme.
This is a 40-pound turkey in the HOV lane of the LIE.
And proudly admit they would not want it any other way.
You're making meatballs, right? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to King Cullen? No. You're gonna come here. People have been coming here for how many years? It's been here since forever.
So while you and your family carve out your holiday traditions, here on the East End, one farm cherishes the one they've grown.
It's a family thing. It's my life goal is to get it to 100 years. So we're at 79. It's nice to keep the family business going because so many people give up.
Ken Buffa, NewsdayTV.
We would cook turkey too, but we have other Jamaican stuff like oxtail, rice and beans, curry goat. People cook a lot of stuff. They make fish, escovitch fish, ackee and codfish.
I love yams, and I love the marshmallows on them and the brown sugar, and that's my favorite.
This is the training kitchen at Long Island Cares, where they teach families how to prepare healthy and wholesome meals. It smells so good in here, ladies. What are you cooking?
These are some pan-fried black-eyed beans.
Ooh.
And this is a skillet lasagna.
Yum. I'm sure so many kitchens are busy right now cooking turkey and all of the trimmings. And if you are lucky enough to have a feast, it is likely you will have leftovers. So come with me to 317 Main Street in Farmingdale, where Chef Eric Levine shared a delicious leftover recipe.
So what we're gonna do is show you a way to utilize turkey, cornbread stuffing, cranberries. And we're gonna use some of the pulled turkey leftover, cornbread stuffing, a little bit of celery, carrot, onion. And you can either use leftover stock, or if you wanted to make it different, you can use a little bit of gravy. Ooh. So you'll mix that until it binds up together, and then you'll let it rest for about an hour. Once that hour is done, we take a little bit of the mixture, right? Roll into a ball. Now the important thing here is one hand's wet and one hand is dry. Because you know how people get that all clumpy.
Yeah.
You use the idea. So this is my dry hand, and then I put it into the egg wash.
Okay,
right?
so that's just, what is that?
This is just a little bit of egg, a little bit of water. That's it. A little bit of salt in there. Look at it, make sure that's coated well, and then in the panko. In the panko, if you wanted to, and again, I'm using my dry hand for this, if you wanted to add some chopped sage to it, you can. And then you could either fry it in a regular pot with oil at 350, or what you could do is bake it. And if you bake it, less saturated fats, a little bit healthier, but at that point in time, who cares? It's turkey, right? So we took some of our leftover cranberry sauce.
Okay.
And then we're gonna make an aioli, and this is just a mayonnaise base, right? And just a little bit of kosher salt, white pepper, right? And they're just gonna mix it. Again, a way to utilize everything that's left over from Thanksgiving. And it kind of gives you the spirit of what's coming, which is Christmas. So if you see it's like a wreath.
Yeah, I like that. The holiday season has now officially begun. Tomorrow is Black Friday, one of the busiest days for getting Christmas trees. And it is back to business as usual here at Shamrock Christmas Tree Farm in Mattituck. There are so many big, beautiful trees to choose from.
Yes, last year we were shut down, unfortunately. We're back in business. There was a Fraser fir shortage that took us out last year. This year, this field will be open about 2,200 trees, and we'll have 2 Fraser fir tractor trailer loads coming in from North Carolina.
Wow, so over 2,200 trees? Yeah. I better get looking around. There's so many beautiful little treasures in here. This is their gift shop. In addition to being a big day to get your tree, of course, Black Friday is a big day to get those deals and most wanted gifts. Beth Whitehouse has a preview of Newsday's ultimate holiday gift guide. You have set up shop here at Hicks, where they have all things holidays.
Yes.
But we are talking top toys.
Top toys, if I had to say, I would say Miss Rachel, who is a big hit with the babies to 3-year-olds.
She is tops in my house.
Rachel talks and she sings and she looks like the YouTube phenomenon Rachel, Ms. Rachel, so
it's just hard to get.
Hard to get.
Yeah.
If you see it, you buy it. That's what I've been told by the experts.
So interactive toys definitely big this year. Besides Miss Rachel, your other top pick?
Yes, this is the AI Bear, the Play AI Bear.
And what does he do?
Okay, so this is like a closed universe, so you don't have to worry. It's an app, but it's kind of like artificial intelligence finding its way into toys. The child picks a genre, like a fairy tale or a mystery, and then they pick characters like a fairy or a doctor or anything like that, and then the bear makes up a story and tells it to you, and it can do it in more than 20 languages.
In a magic wood lived a small bug named Lulu and a soft bunny named Betty Castle. This castle, with its towering
So you could snuggle him to sleep after you hear your bedtime
This is
story.
when your kids say, Mommy, tell me a story. You're like, okay, ask the bear.
And then for older kids?
For older kids, you're Elphaba.
Wearing the correct color.
I'm being Glinda.
Love it.
And everything wicked.
Yes.
You're gonna see everywhere. This is a wicked Monopoly game. There are wicked dolls. There are wicked costumes for dress up. It's gonna definitely be a wicked holiday season.
I mean, I'm putting this on my Christmas list for sure. And if you want to find out more about Beth's hottest gift picks,
you can magically go to newsday.com/gift guide.
Hi, bye. On Dasher, on Dancer, there is plenty to do this holiday season. Our holiday bucket list includes a trip to Jones Beach for the magic of lights. Journey through more than 2 million lights in dazzling displays, including new attractions, a zoo animal scene, and Toy Soldier Spectacular. It runs through January 4th. Further east, the Riverhead Holiday Light Show is back at Splish Splash Water Park in Calverton. The drive-thru features over a mile of lights synchronized to holiday music. It runs through December 31st. Tomorrow afternoon, all the way out on the end, there's the lighting of the Montauk Point Lighthouse, featuring a holiday music sing-along. This Wednesday, December 4th, is the annual ceremony to light the Big Duck in Flanders. There'll also be an appearance from the big guy himself, Santa Claus. And there's the immersive walk-through Luminosity Holiday Festival at Eisenhower Park. It's running until January 4th. There are also Hanukkah celebrations happening across the island next month. That includes the Grand Menorah lighting at the Merrick Long Island Railroad Gazebo on December 25th, the first night of the Festival of Lights. And the Kwanzaa celebrations are about to get underway as well. Long Islanders will mark the week-long celebration of African American culture, history, and values from December 26th through January 1st. For me, the holiday season really gets started once I find my Christmas tree. So, the search is on. Oh, Christmas tree, which one will come home with me? I think this is it.
This is the winner.
The winner. It's a little Charlie Brownish. It's harder than it looks. I'm so happy I found the perfect tree for me. We have so much to look forward to this holiday season. Find it all on Newsday.com/holiday fun. We wish you and yours a very happy and healthy Thanksgiving and happy holidays.